let's start out with an informal greeting from me to you. What's happening? Hi. You probably already know who I am if you came back, or if this is your first time, hello. I'm Stacy. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back and clicking on this video and watching. I hope that I'm in focus. I have already explained how it's so hard for me to focus with this camera. I don't know if it's the lens, I don't know what it is, but it's just so hard. It's not like my 7D, because that one is currently down right now. It's broken. It has been for like a while. I haven't gotten it fixed, but so I really hope that this is in focus. I'm trying my best, but that's not what's important, obviously. It's what I want to say in this video and express my feelings. I don't even know where to start. First of all, I hope that if you're watching this video, you're doing okay, you're doing well, you're staying safe no matter what. I don't know, I just wanted to get on here and kind of just express my feelings about everything that's going on in the world with like the disasters and the hurricanes and the earthquakes. Everything is just so sad. And I haven't really said much across my social medias about everything that's going on. Not because I didn't want to, I just didn't, like, I haven't really been on, first of all. I haven't really been around. And second of all, like, there's just never the right words to say. And I don't know what to say. I don't know the words to say, because when you're going through something so terrible, people are losing their homes, people are losing their family members or friends or even pets. People are just going through very, very, very unfortunate times, and sometimes there really isn't words to comfort another person when they're losing everything right in front of their eyes, you know what I mean? So I don't know what to say, but I have been keeping everyone in my prayers, and I have been just thinking about how sad the situation is, how heartbreaking it is. If you guys don't know, my family is from Mexico, so I am Mexican-American because I was born here, but my parents are 100% Mexican, both from Guadalajara, Mexico. It's devastating to hear that it's happening where my parents are from. It's, I believe, about 8 hours away from where they're from, so they didn't feel anything. It's devastating because, you know, that's where my parents were born, and I have family members out there, and I have family members out there, and we have friends out there, and it's sad, you know, it's sad to just see disasters happen. You know, at least I feel like it's sad to me. I mean, not everybody's the same, but it's still sad, you know, no matter where the earthquake hits. I heard there's another one in New Zealand. I'm not so sure if that actually happened or what, but they haven't said anything on the news. But you know, in the earthquake before this one that happened in Mexico, the one that had just happened, that was another disaster. And then everything that happened in Texas, and everything that happened in Florida, and the smaller islands. And I don't really know exactly what other places were hit. Like, I don't know, but like, I haven't kept myself updated on any of that. But I do know that there's been a lot of damage in the world. There's been a lot of broken hearts. There's been a lot of losses. I do understand that. I know that it's still going on. I heard that there was an island that was wiped clean. I heard that there's, you know, a lot of people's hometowns and where they grew up, they're gone. So many places that are suffering from this, and I don't like to see people suffering. That is like one of my biggest weaknesses. Like, I hate it. Like, it just breaks my heart so much. I can't stand seeing people suffering. I can't stand seeing like videos. You know, there's videos all over the world. There's videos out there all the time that are like people getting hit, or like just people suffering, or when somebody, that's why I don't like sad movies. I don't like seeing any of that kind of stuff because it breaks my heart. Or like seeing videos of somebody passing and people like crying their eyes out. Like, I don't like to watch that kind of stuff. I know it's out there. I'm also not oblivious to it. I have seen stuff like that. But I choose to stay away from that kind of stuff because it breaks my heart. I don't like to constantly be reminded that people are suffering in the world. I don't want to see people going through sad things. I want everybody to be happy. And I know that's not how the world works. I know that tragedies happen. People lose others, people lose things, people lose so many things in their lives. It's something that really breaks my heart to see people left devastated and hurt and things being taken away from them. It really does break my heart. I don't like hearing stories about animals and pets when their owner dies. I don't like that. I don't like any of that. I don't like to hear stories about that because it breaks my heart. I don't know. I guess I'm just weird. I just want happiness to be out there. As I've grown, like, I just realized that there's nothing like being happy. And anyway. That's not what I'm trying to talk about, but I did see videos of the disasters that have been going on and everything, like the hurricanes and the earthquakes, and I've seen how crazy the houses were moving. I've seen how terrible the houses were falling apart, and people were screaming, and people were being trapped, as well as the flooding and how people couldn't get out of the houses, and how it was just rising to the top, and the freeways and everything, and the highways. I don't know what if it's called different there. It was sad. It was very, very sad. Just the terror in people's voices, how they were so scared, how they were like literally hyperventilating, how everybody was screaming and running out into the streets. Like you just see the walls swaying back and forth and things crumbling and things falling and everything falling out of the shelves. Like it's scary and it's traumatizing. It's traumatizing to me as I'm watching these things. Imagine what everybody who's going through it is actually going through, whether it's a hurricane or a tornado or whatever kind of disaster it is. Imagine the trauma that they're going through. I'm keeping everybody, and I know that I can't say specific places because I'm being honest, I don't know exactly. I just know that right now the hurricane is, or was in Puerto Rico right now. I mean, depending on when you're watching this, while I'm feeling this, it is still there, category 4. My heart goes out to everybody who's going through the disaster, family members that have been in the disaster, whatever it is. My heart goes out to anybody who's been affected by this disaster, whether it's small or tremendous, or their whole entire life was affected by this. My heart goes out to you guys. My prayers go out to you. You guys are all in my prayers. I'm keeping you guys in my prayers. I was watching the news right now before filming this, and I was just seeing how people were like sleeping on the street with like just like white looking plastic bags. I was like, wow, like these are the moments when I really, really, really wish I had mounds and mounds and mounds of money in my bank account so that I could do more. I wish I could do more. I really do. These are really the moments when I wish so much that I had money so I could go to where my family is from, and I mean just Mexico in general, and I wish that I could offer up my money or buy water or food, because the lady on there was literally saying like how they were just giving people, you know, bread and milk. And a big thing in Mexico, I don't know if it's like this in every Latin country, but in Mexico the huge thing is like pan con leche, pan dulce con leche. So they were just going around giving that. And at that moment I was just like, man, like I wish I had money to fly out there. And I mean, I don't know how it works in order to bring a whole bunch of food with me, so I would try to find the resources or to find a way to bring food or water with me from here over there, or from another place close by to there, to at least go around and feed people and help, and also donate a bunch of money and just help in any way that I can. I know that Mexico doesn't have a lot of resources like shelters where people can go and people can stay, and that's why so many of them are sleeping on the streets. So yeah, these are just the moments when I wish I could go, and I just saw myself when I was watching that little segment of the news, and I was like, man, I wish I could be there. I wish I could take some of my friends or family members and we could all just go and help and feed people or provide whatever it was that they needed, whether it was more blankets and pillows and stuff. And I know there are people already doing that there, but when you have an extra helping hand, like what is more magnificent than that in a moment like what's going on now and all these disasters? And not just Mexico. I wish I had so much money so I could go to other places who have suffered from disasters and do the same, or be able to donate like a whole bunch of money and help them, you know. But I don't know, I just wish I was making so much money in order to do that. I do, and I don't know, maybe it's, I don't know, especially other places who are less fortunate to have all those resources and, you know, everything. Like I just wish I could help in some way. I wish that I could just do a lot more than just keep everybody going through this in my prayers and in my heart, and sending my heart out and my words. It's I know, and it's very little that I can offer, but hopefully one day I do plan to get to that point. And I mean, we don't know when the world's gonna end. We don't know if it will end. I don't like putting this out in the universe, but we just never know when our day has come. And so I hope and pray that one day at least I'll be able to say that I used my money for good, like for something that I mentioned, which I don't want any more disasters to happen anymore. I don't want anybody to have to go through any of that anymore. But I know that it's inevitable. I know that we can't just wish them away. I know that can't happen, you know. Unfortunately, things are gonna happen how they happen, and most of the time there is absolutely no stop to that. But I don't want to think about it. I don't want to start crying, because I just think like people who have lost their family members, and you know, like, and they don't know if they're okay, like that's a terrible feeling. I don't know, but I do hope that everybody that is out there finds a place to sleep and or you know, is safe. And if you're going through this, if you have gone through any of this, I know I have viewers from everywhere in the world, so I do hope that you're okay, that your family members are okay, that your family members, including pets, because they are family, your loved ones, all of your loved ones are safe, you're safe, and I'm truly, sincerely sorry for everything that is happening. My condolences to you for everything that may happen, for everything that you may have lost through this. No matter where you are in the world, no matter what disaster you're dealing with. And I know that it's kind of hard to know when these things could happen, and sometimes they come unannounced, but it's always good to be prepared. Like here in California, we are expected to be having that really, the big one, the big earthquake, which I am definitely afraid about. We're starting to prepare here, you know what I mean? Like, it's better to be at least a little bit prepared than not prepared at all. You know, we have water, I have to get my stuff ready, the duffel bag with, you know, emergency kits and food, and just in case, you know, something happens, just grab the bag and go. But it's expected to be really pretty bad, and it's been dormant for, I think, over 200 years. I might get that wrong, I don't really know, I don't know any of that, but like, I've heard it's gonna be really bad, and it is scary. So yeah, we're starting to prepare for that, and also where to go if we do happen to have the earthquake. Like, you know, safe places in the house or out or whatever it is, you know, there are plans and stuff like that. Stuff you gotta think about, even if you don't want to, because it is scary, but we have to think about this kind of stuff. Evacuation plans, all of that. It's better to be safe than sorry. Mujer preparada vale por dos. Yeah, I really do wish I had a lot of money. Like, it literally breaks my heart. It breaks my heart because I don't. But I know that's like something that's all on me, because if I would have busted my butt cheeks off back then and all these years and worked extremely hard, I could have possibly been there long ago, but that's something I'm working on. I don't know, I just wanted to get on here and talk about that I really wish I could help more and do these things. And I really wish I had money, because I would really love to use my money for good. And I don't know, but I do ask that you all please do keep everybody who has gone through the disasters that have happened this year and through everything, please keep them in your prayers. And it takes only a few minutes to say a little prayer for them, to send a little bit of positivity their way. And yeah, so I just wanted to say thank you so much for listening to me, for hearing me ramble on for a very long time, because I'm pretty sure this is going to be very long. And future Stacy probably at this moment just said, oh my god, finally she's about to end the video. I mean, I'm about to end the video. That's really weird to think about, because I just referred to myself in third person and then I realized, oh my god, that's me in the video, and now I'm talking too much. Anyway, again, my heart, my prayers go out to everybody who has been affected in any kind of way from any of these disasters. Thank you again, and I love you all. If you are in any of these places and you're safe and you have the resources in any kind of way, lend a hand to somebody. One thing I did realize is that as sad and terrible and heartbreaking as it is to see all of this happening, it is also such a beautiful thing to see so many people come together. I told my mom yesterday, like, in Spanish, I said, which is pretty much what I just said. Es tan triste ver que esto está pasando en el mundo, pero al mismo tiempo es tan bonito ver que todos se unen a ayudar. It's like a very bittersweet moment to see. It's so like heartbreaking, but yet at the same time it mends the heart to see like so many people come together and they're all just helping. So if you do have a chance, help somebody out, give a helping hand, no matter what it is, even if it's like you're not going to a disaster and you know, help a little old lady across the street or help somebody do something, you know, just give a helping hand, whatever it could be. Thank you again. I'm really gonna go this time. Thank you so much. Yeah, well, I'll see you guys in the next video, but remember, before I go, if there's one thing that I want to call to mind, even through these terrible times, there are actually 3. No matter the highs, the lows, always be sure, always be certain to do good. Be grateful and stay humble. I'll see you guys.